Hello, darlings, how the devil are you? So, I've got a little bit of an interesting story for you. So, as WoW has matured over the years, so has its economy. With the rise of the WoW token, it became popular to begin to sell services such as Mythic Plus runs, PvP, and even raids. These were all traded for large quantities of gold. Now, under Blizzard's terms of service, these are all acceptable things to do. However, a new change to the policy has caused quite the stir. Now, any account that is created for the sole purpose of advertising is subject to a ban. Attention was raised from this when Gormor, who leads the Azeroth sales community, brought to the attention that he'd lost over 100 million gold from his banned account. So here's the story. Gormor has an account, he uses it to store large amounts of gold on it. He also monitors the auction house on this account. I would like to say, for the story's sake, that this account is not used to play WoW in its typical sense. So what happened is Gormor, he let off a macro, I believe, and then got muted. Now, to remove a mute, you have to go in for an appeal. So he sent a message to a GM and said, "Hey, I've been silenced. Can you remove it?" So the GM and him had a bit of a to and fro, and it went away. And he said, "Yep, we've removed the silence. However, as part of our new policy, we've noticed that you're using this account only for advertising, and therefore we've now banned it." So he's gone from a silence to a ban. So Gormor, as you can imagine, was pretty pissed with this, so he raised it up with a senior GM, and the senior GM iterated the same words, and they were, "You've been advertising on this account, that's the only primary use of this, therefore the account is now banned." Now, Gormor stands by and says, "I don't do any advertising on this whatsoever." So this has led to the belief and understanding that advertising actually means using an account for non-WoW purposes. So you're not playing the game, you're using it for business functions. Now, this has led to some real mixed reviews from the community, some opinions, which we'll get onto a little bit later, but it does highlight kind of one scary thing. And first I will say, from Gormor's point of view, I would be annoyed. I'd be upset that I'd lost over like £1 billion or billions worth of gold. But I say the scary thing is that he's gone in and there's this policy change that hasn't been communicated to anyone. There's no blue post, there's nothing on Twitter. The only time we've heard about this was in direct response to something happening. Now, I'm no legal expert, and please correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I'm fairly sure this is probably all above board with Blizzard, and they can change their terms of service at any point and don't necessarily have to communicate it, and their rules are the final rule. However, it is a scary thing, and something, you won't want to wish on anyone who owns a WoW account. So going on to the community responses from this. So there's two camps, as always with any argument. On one side, we've got people saying this is a good thing. Priest Guy on the Wowhead said, "Good riddance, hope Blizzard goes after more spammers and botters, etc." Whereas in the other camp, we've got people saying, "Hey, this is my gold. I'm not trading monetary value. I can spend my gold on what I want." And rightly so. Like, some people don't have the opportunity to do large raids, won't be able to get Mythic 15 on their own, and a functional way of doing that is to pay people to carry them through. So to and fro's, I don't know what your opinion is. Maybe you can share them in the comments. My view is, I'm not really sure. I don't have that much experience with trading gold for services. I primarily do it with my friends. I do feel it's a little bit of a grey area because it's like a virtual pseudo currency. And I mean, economists out there, you tell me, does it have a larger impact on the game economy, the auction house value, the playability, the experience of users? I'd be really interested to know. Anyway, that's all I've got time for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed today's update and drama from the WoW community. As always, I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. If you have any further details or opinions on this subject matter, please do leave a comment below. And as always, if you've enjoyed the content, drop me a like. If you want more updates and want to stay updated, then hit the subscribe button. But until then, I'll be back later in the week. Stay healthy, stay awesome, and love you loads, guys.